5 years later, the genes of Gallon Fox returned in his son Omaha. It was déjà vu for owner and trainer, but jockey Willie Saunders was a new addition to the team. It was a damp, chilly, miserable day with the track listed as good, not fast. It would be a standing start for the 1935 Derby, and there were 18 horses, a starter's nightmare. Omaha had only won 2 races in his life. Still, he was second choice in the betting to the filly Nellie Flagg, ridden by a young jockey making his first Derby appearance, Eddie Arcaro. What Arcaro knew and the bettors didn't was that Nellie Flagg wasn't herself that day. It was the wrong time of the month for the filly. Jockey Saunders bided his time. In the backstretch, Omaha flew past the others into the lead and was in front as they turned for home. Roman Soldier challenged, but Omaha held on to win the Derby. As is so often the case, the experts still were not impressed. They were still remembering his 2-year-old season, in which he won only once in 10 starts, and his third-place finish in the Wood Memorial just 12 days before the Derby. Jockey Saunders, the pride of Bozeman, Montana, had no such qualms. Trainer Fitzsimmons had a new opportunity after 50 years in the sport to train 2 Triple Crown winners. From the Roses of Kentucky, it then was time for Omaha to move on to the Black-Eyed Susans of Maryland and the old Pimlico Racecourse and the Preakness Stakes. If he could win this one, he would become the first son of a Preakness winner ever to win the Preakness, and be only 1 victory away from being the first son of a Triple Crown winner to win the Triple Crown. It took 3.5 minutes to line them up for the standing start this time. And when they finally moved off to a slow, cautious start, Willie Saunders kept his horse relaxed, well off the pace in 6th position, allowing an 84-to-1 shot named Brannan to take the lead. Only Firethorn and Nellie Flagg were expected to challenge Omaha. Brannan led until the top of the stretch, but then he faded like a black-eyed Susan in September. Omaha moved to the outside of the leaders and went to the front. Now Firethorn made his move, going quickly from 7th to 4th to 2nd, but it was too late. Omaha looked like a champion this time. No fading finish, just a strong 6-length victory to set the stage for the Triple Crown. The Belmont was to take place 4 weeks later. And so it did on a miserable day in June. The track was sloppy, the spectators were drenched, but the excitement was still there. What was now known as the Triple Crown was on the line. Again, Firethorn would prove the most trouble for Omaha, although Rosemont, who had passed up the Derby and the Preakness, was second choice in the betting. But Rosemont was forced wide on the first turn and never threatened. Omaha stayed on Firethorn's shoulder, and when Firethorn moved to the top of the stretch, so did he. They fought it out, but Omaha was clearly the best and had won the Triple Crown. Omaha ended his days as a pensioner at a farm near his namesake city. And when he died, he was buried at the Exarban racetrack in Omaha. Before that, he had gone to England to race, the only Triple Crown winner to do that. And he won several important races, although he lost the Ascot Gold Cup by a nose. He was a failure at stud. But he was the 3rd winner of the Triple Crown, and for that, he'll be remembered.